Hey guys, hi, welcome back once again. My name is Vaishali and today I'd like to talk about the saying which goes something like this. Life is suffering. They say, even Buddha said, life is suffering. If so, is it really so? And why is it so? And is it absolutely true? And how much of it is true that life is suffering? And in my perspective, we humans may suffer a little more or a lot more than any other for a few reasons. So let's check out those few reasons which I personally think might be causing more suffering than we actually understand. So let's begin with happiness. The pursuit, the chase of happiness may actually be the driving factor for more misery and unhappiness. For innately, we somewhere are reminding ourselves unconsciously that we are not happy. Exactly like the predator on a hunt. Only to realize that we can only chase so far. We can only run so much till we begin running on empty, leading to more distress. And yet our conditioning and programming tells us to chase happiness, to pursue it faster and harder. And the more we are on the chase, the lesser are we present with ourselves and everything else, barring the chase itself. And like many would say, the fun is in the chase. And maybe to some degree that might be true. But the question then needs to be, for how long and for how much are we chasing? And those, fortunately or unfortunately, are personal questions that cannot have standard uniform answers. The next factor, quite likely, again in my personal understanding, which can also be our biggest bane and our bliss, that we are, if not the only species, but definitely a rare one that is both social and solitary, just like the ants and the grasshopper, just like the tiger and the lions. And thereby we have more choices with regards to every choice that we choose to make or choose not to make, which in itself can be very liberating and debilitating, and more so if done mindfully. Now thirdly, since a part of our evolution loves comfort, we even work hard in the pursuit of comfort. To have a comfortable sleep, we talk of comfort food, comforting talks, comfortable jobs, phone that can store so much information that we don't even have to discomfort ourselves in remembering phone numbers or important dates and events. That a part of us that has worked so hard to make itself comfortable finds discomfort slightly painful and will avoid pain almost at all costs possible, which in itself creates resistance to pain and discomfort itself, which thereby inevitably compounds suffering. Also, bigger chunk of us which functions from subconscious and unconscious leans more towards familiarity. It finds anything unfamiliar challenging and even disruptive, and thereby inevitably it keeps repeating the same cycle over and over and over again. It keeps playing the same reel over and over and over again, which might unfortunately not be revolutionary for our evolution. And as Martha Beck would say, our suffering also begins when we abandon our true, open, honest nature to fit into a culture, which is where we experience an internal split, a fragmentation from within. And in all likelihood, we then keep chasing or pursuing things, people, ideas, ideals that we think would fix that split, that internal fragmentation. Something, anything that would make us feel whole and integrated from within. And then even our thoughts with regards to attachments, or rather our excessive, rigid and righteous attachments to our personal and interpersonal shared ideas, ideologies and beliefs about our meat suit identities, our personas, our socially conditioned self, which we also call as the identity of our ego self. And as Peter Crone would probably say, we would fight tooth and nail, both internally and externally, to maintain that persona, the image of that persona that we have co-created, that binds us to our own internal and interpersonal suffering. So maybe it's time we contemplated on the interweaving aspects of what results in the co-creation of our personal and collective cultural suffering, and then think of better ways to developing healthier responses towards our own powers that comes with the power and freedom of choices. Choices that may feel more liberating rather than debilitating. Let's try and collectively work on that, and I will see you once again the next week. Till then, stay tuned in. And guys, if you do like the contextual content of my videos, please do like, share and subscribe.